With Amex Platinum, you get priority notified with global dining access by Resi, so you can get first dibs if a spot opens up at restaurants. And compliments to the chef turns into compliments to your Platinum card. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. When you want to make the most of your vacation, book with United. They're an airline that cares about your travels as much as you do. United is transforming the flying experience with Bluetooth connectivity, screens, power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to help fit everyone's bag. And with their app, you can skip the bag check line, get live updates, and more. Change the way you fly. Book your next trip today at United.com.
Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Erin.
And you're listening to Ropedrop Parkhop.
And we have a ghost in the room with us.
We do. It's spooky season, so we might as well have a ghost.
Our soundboard just shut off mid-sentence, and we were really having some good banter.
We were. Talking about how sad we are that winter is coming.
You get none of that now because we can't do it again because then it's forced.
Here's your synopsis. Go get some vitamin D. Get ready for the winter.
Get your vitamin D.
There's your reminder.
Get ready for the winter. Find me a place to live in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. What else? I think that's it. Don't go into dental hygiene.
Don't go into dental hygiene. That was where we were at.
And we're about to read a review. So let's do it. And this, well, okay. We're also 2 years behind on reviews.
That was part of it.
And we wished that these had dates on them still so we could know how.
And we questioned if it's deep dived or deep dove.
Right. And there you go. You're caught up.
Okay.
All right. This is from 2 years ago from Kimberly Wegg. And the title is Still Listening. So we don't have to ask that question unless she stopped listening after she left this review 2 years ago. Kimberly, let us know. 5 stars. Our trip to Disneyland was 5 months ago, and I am still listening to this podcast. That is how much I love it. Erin and Katie are so fun to listen to, and they have great advice. It could be your first visit or 100th. You are bound to learn something new with each listen. Awesome. Thank you, Kimberly.
Like how you shouldn't be a dental hygienist. There.
Yes.
There's your new learning for this episode.
And that
You're
you
welcome.
should take your vitamin D.
And that we're probably a little behind on that already because we're both very tired and we're both very out. It's out and done already.
Right. Okay. News. Quite a bit of news this week, actually.
There is, and this is actually probably just going to be a news-heavy episode
yes,
today.
Because the biggest news that dropped last week, we'll save that for the end, and we'll have a little discussion about it. I'm sure most of you know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll keep it a secret until then. We'll talk about
Suspense.
Talk about the minor news in the meantime.
This is a trick that they used in radio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever noticed when you were a teenager? Well, if you're what are we, Gen X?
Hey, we're like the in-between.
Yes. So if you're with us, back in the day when they used to have radio contests, when you'd have to wait for a song, you could pretty much guarantee it was going to be within the last 10 minutes of the hour, right? Because they wanted to keep you listening.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Here's your cliffhanger.
It's a long-time radio trick.
All right, Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree officially opens this Friday. So if you're listening to the podcast the day it drops on Friday, it's Hungry Bear Day.
It's actually a big day today. There's lots of things happening.
Lots of things happening.
Friday
October
the
25th apparently is the perfect date, not in April.
It is actually a really good day. And I have a good friend from high school who has that birthday. I have a cousin who has that birthday.
Love it.
Happy birthday to both of them. Hungry Bear is opening.
Hungry Bear is opening, and we have a menu, which we already had, but we have prices to go with that menu.
Corn on the cob ribs.
Mm-hmm. Corn on the cob ribs sound good.
Are you going to try them when you're there?
Maybe.
Katie gets to go in a couple weeks. I was just saying a minute ago that I feel like I need a redo of our trip 2 weeks ago. I just feel like I didn't get enough done.
Right.
So,
I'm sure a redo is coming up at some point. I'm sure we're going back to Disneyland at some point in the future.
I'm gonna need a date that's not February.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I was going to say, I'm guessing that was not our last time to Disneyland.
It might have been. You never know.
Just a couple sample prices.
Katie, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
That's true.
It might have been.
So we need to go today.
Probably.
Smoked barbecue combo platter is $21.49. The chicken tenders plate's $13.49. They're all, in the teens and 20s, these prices.
Pretty standard pricing. That's actually not bad for that combo plate. I feel like if you go to the local barbecue here in town, it's pretty similar priced.
Yeah. We went to the local corn maze pumpkin patch last night, and prices were about like this there, too. So
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So see?
For not even that much food, I don't think.
Oh, and I bet that's a pretty good plate of food.
It looks like it.
What's in it? What's on the combo plate?
The combo plate has got a selection of house-smoked meats with baked beans, coleslaw, white bread. What, they called it something other than white bread in the initial.
I feel like it was white bread.
Was it just white bread?
I think so, and I think we
swear it
giggled
said
about
something
that.
else. Yeah, pickled vegetables, and you get to pick two: either pork spare ribs, pulled pork, sausage link, or beef brisket.
So here's the question that comes up again. We had the same question last time, which this will slide us. This is a good segue right here.
Yeah.
This will slide us right into the next little bit of news. House smoked. Does that mean that as you're riding the train around a grand circle tour of Walt's Magic Kingdom, do you get to smell some barbecue?
I hope so. I missed that smell back there. You could smell it back when the Big Thunder Ranch barbecue was back there. You could smell the smoke.
Really? I never rode the train before then. Can you believe it?
I don't know about riding the train. I'm just saying walking around back there, you could definitely smell it.
I don't remember it. That's a long time ago for me. I did eat there, but I don't remember the smell. But I'm wondering if you're going to get a nice dose of barbecue as you cruise through that area.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm trying to see if that jar is still, it's still.
The blank jar?
Still the blank jar.
The little plastic mason jar that you can pay $13 extra.
I was wondering if maybe they updated it after some feedback, but no.
No. Some feedback meaning our podcast? Yeah.
Right.
No. That slides us into some next news. Also opening on October 25th, the Disneyland Railroad.
Woo woo.
Which, when did it close? Do we remember?
Sometime in September?
I feel like August might be more
Maybe
accurate.
August.
Let's see if I can find it.
Okay.
Disneyland Railroad closed August 5th.
Oh, well, there you go.
So August 5th to October 25th,
Which
it's
is
nearly that 3 months that kind of everyone was speculating. So the big question, can we count on this happening again next year? And Disney, if you're listening, Halloween is such a busy time, and the train is a people eater, right? Could you not do it during Halloween? Could you do it? I don't know.
I don't know. When everything else is getting refurbed, that's hard too.
It is. And I know that, like, things need refurbishment, right? And that's, like, the bane of everybody's existence. Things need refurbishment. And can you ever pick the perfect time to shut something down?
Nope.
No.
It's always going to be during somebody's once-in-a-lifetime trip.
Yep. And it's always going to be during some event, some holiday.
Because they always have something going on now. There's no slow season at Disneyland anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But anyway, 3 months. And I believe that they were replacing track. I watched enough videos from the monorail of people riding that looked like they were replacing the track.
Right.
So hopefully it's a nice
So it looks
smooth
like they
ride.
started with the Tomorrowland side. And then they'll move in quarters maybe around the track. Yesterday, if you're listening to this on Friday,
October 24th.
October 24th, Goofy's Kitchen is releasing their holiday, what's it called? Christmas at Goofy? Oh, Goofy's Kitchen will offer a festive buffet for breakfast, brunch, and dinner. It doesn't really have a name.
It's just Goofy's Good Time Holiday Jamboree.
There we go.
No, Jamboree is overused.
Goofy's Good Time Gooey Pizza Christmas Party.
Yes, that's exactly it. Reach out to us if you need help naming things, Disney, because we are on it.
Yes. And so from November 1st through the 18th, it will be regular Goofy's Kitchen. And then from the 19th forward through holiday time, it'll be this holiday buffet menu, which means it'll be more expensive.
Does it say what's on the menu? The extra special things?
I don't know. I can pull it up, though.
I saw somebody yesterday on, I think it was on our Disney Travel Agent Facebook page, that had a client who was headed to Disneyland and doing Storytellers, the pajama party.
Yeah.
And their question was, should their clients wear pajamas?
My family asked the same question when I told them we were going to go do it.
Heck yes, you should. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Absolutely.
It's too cute.
It's so cute.
I know. The question was not whether we should wear them, but whether they should be flannel or silk.
Should they be matching?
Yes, absolutely. That's a Christmas tradition.
I will say that I think it's the cutest thing that's ever happened. And also, it's kind of similar to what I tell people about dressing up for Oogie Boogie Bash. Do you have to wear pajamas? No. You'll be fine if you don't. Do you have to wear street clothes? No. You can wear pajamas. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do
for
what you
sure.
want.
Do what you want.
But I think pajamas would be really fun.
And then also on October 24th, Plaza Inn will be offering their parade dining packages again this year.
And I have that pulled up. And let me tell you a little bit about it. Shall I? Let me just also tell you that I did have it pulled up. Where did it go?
Well, it starts November 18th, goes through December 30th. You will dine from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., so anytime between that time period. and you get a voucher for the second performance of the Christmas Fantasy Parade.
And I saw the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Beef bourguignon.
Yum.
That was actually what really sparked me saying that I need a do-over. I never got pot roast.
Yeah, that's true. But you did do the short rib at Cafe Orleans, which is
The beef bourguignon at Cafe Orleans. Yes. Let's see. Plaza Inn Parade Dining Package. Did you say pricing?
$52 per adult and $29 per child ages 3 to 9. Tax is not included. Gratuity is not included or required.
Oh, you don't have to tip.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
But you can if you want to.
Menu items for the adults. Beef bourguignon, roasted vegetables, herbed mashed potatoes with a Cabernet demi-glace.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably glaze. I'm just trying to be fancy. Black Forest Yule log. And a choice of one beverage. You can get a 20-ounce beverage or a Dasani water. And then kids can get chicken tender, seasonal veggies, herbed mashed potatoes, and that Black Forest Yule log as well.
How does this? I've never done the parade dining package at Plaza Inn. Do you walk in and there's a separate line for parade dining?
I don't
how does
think
that work?
so. I don't know. Because
They don't bring it to your table. Plaza Inn is quick service.
Right,
so.
which is why you're not tipping.
Right.
I don't know.
Except when we were there this last time, we were scouting out some tables over at Plaza Inn, and someone had left money.
A generous tip.
Yes,
I
on the
wonder
table.
If she forgot it.
Maybe.
That was my thought.
But I'm glad that the server got a little extra love that day.
Me too. Did I ever tell you? I probably did. Did I ever tell you the tipping story from college for me? Okay, let's set the scene first.
Okay.
We went to Plaza Inn. There was a tray with a half-eaten salad on the tray and a little wad of bills tucked underneath the bowl of the salad. And with the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like, honestly, she grabbed her
got
cash,
change. Mm-hmm.
got change, and set it on her tray and then left. And it kind of almost looks like she left in a hurry. Like the fork was in the salad.
Right.
And we waited for quite a while
We did.
thinking maybe did she go to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
We say she, like we know. We
Right.
don't. Anyway.
Only girls eat salad.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We know the man would have had beef.
Right.
So anyway, we asked the custodial member that was there,
The busser.
if he knew anything about it. And he's like, we've been watching it for a minute trying to see. And so he picked up the receipt and looked at the time and looked at his watch. And he's like, I'll give her 5 more minutes and then I'll come back. And then she never came back. He came over and I was like, well, good for you. Yay, you got a tip. Okay, now here's my story. And then I'm going to tie it all together. When I was in college, I was a barista at a little coffee stand. I'm surprised I've never told you this story. Or once I start telling you, you're going to be like, yes, you have. Black Friday, I was working, and I worked the entire day by myself. And it was a small coffee stand, but we were pretty busy for Black Friday. And I'm getting ready to close. It's probably 5 minutes before I'm supposed to close. So I'm cleaning everything, and I see headlights pull into the parking lot because it's dark. And I was talking to my husband on the phone, and I was like, I got to go. Someone's pulling up. And he's like, okay. So I hang up. She pulls up to the window. She orders a drink. I make her the drink. And I think it came to like $3.50. And she hands me a $10 bill. And I turn around to put it in the cash register, and she says, you know what? And I said, what? And she's like, happy holidays. Keep the change. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. That is so nice of you. And she left. So I called my husband back, and I was like, that was so nice. And he said, what? And I said, I just got like a $6.50 tip. And he's like, that was so nice. I said, yeah, she must have, felt sorry for me working Black Friday. I'm finishing cleaning. We're closed. I'm starting to shut lights off. And a couple minutes later, I see headlights pull back into the parking lot and roll up, and it's the same lady. And so I was like, and I kept my husband on the phone in my ear pod, and I open up the window, and I'm like, hi. And she says, hi. Did I give you a 5 or a 10? And I was like, you gave me a 10. And she was like, I meant to give you a 5. Can I get 5 of that back, please?
Shut up. She was not in the holiday spirit.
Which, to be fair, $1.50 tip on a little coffee, totally a good tip, right?
Yeah. But
not compared to a $6.50 tip.
Right. But also, like,
she came back.
She was patting herself on the back for being generous. No.
She asked for her money back.
That is crazy.
So I wonder if the busser at the Plaza Inn, I wonder if like an
she
hour
came back
later, she came back and was like, excuse me, did I leave some money?
Oh, man. I hope not.
Because it really is deflating. It was.
It changed the course of your entire life.
I will never forget it.
What if you had invested that $6.50
right then
in the stock market? You
It's
could
gone.
be a millionaire
I should
now.
have said that. I should have already spent it. It's
Right.
gone.
It's Black Friday, lady. It went into the black hole.
Like, I've thought about this so many times since then. And, like, even in my poorest days where I was, like, searching my couch for change, I don't think I could have gone back and been like,
No.
can I get 5 of that back?
No. That's crazy.
It was wild.
All right. I hope she's happy wherever she is.
I hope so too.
All right.
She probably invested it. Now she's retired in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
$5 Bitcoin.
She lives on the cliff in Malibu.
Uh-huh.
It's your house she's living in. Dang it. All right, back to food at Disneyland.
It's probably that lady you sat next to on the airplane.
Oh, probably. I have her card. I could call her and ask her if she remembers a barista from long ago. Okay, a new lounge dining experience in the Disneyland Hotel. This is exciting.
And it was so random.
So random. Nobody knew it was coming.
And it was like immediately.
Right.
Like, hey, guess what? Tonight at 7 p.m.
Come on over. It was like a last minute invite for friends. They did have a temporary lounge experience here for like a month.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
Do you think this is the same?
I don't know. It didn't have a name like this before.
But do you think it's just going to be kind of a fly-by-night thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
This is the Broken Spell Lounge.
a pop-up lounge.
Yeah, pop-up lounge. Broken Spell Lounge.
It's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
It's Sleeping Beauty themed.
Yes. The pictures I saw, it looks like they've taken some backdrops from a high school play and kind of draped them around a little bit to create some moodiness.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Into the Woods high school production. Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
But it's fun.
Yeah, and it's another
Kitschy.
place to go hang out. I didn't see any menus on that, did you?
I didn't either. Again, this was very sudden. Literally, the news came out yesterday, and they opened at 7 p.m. last night.
Right.
I saw a charcuterie, picture of a charcuterie when I saw pictures.
Cool.
Let's see if anything is updated today. It's on the app now.
Awesome.
Okay, so lots of wine options, lots of beer options, flights. Okay, food, chicken wings, truffle fries,
Ooh, I like truffle fries.
a classic Caesar, toasted quinoa and baby kale salad, a 4-cheese pizza, a charcuterie pizza, maybe that's what I saw, a turkey club, a Wagyu cheeseburger,
Cheeseburger.
a cheeseburger, steak frites, which they once upon a time had at Cafe Orleans. But anyway, they don't anymore because they moved them over to the Broken Spell Lounge. I had to think Broken Promise. Nope, that's not right. And a molten chocolate cake. So yummy food.
I wonder if
And
they're sharing a kitchen with the Palm Breeze.
maybe.
That sounds similar to Palm Breeze stuff.
Maybe.
The sandwich and the fries and all that.
And it's a pretty extensive menu for drinks.
Cool.
We should go visit.
Going forward, it will be open from 4 p.m. on.
Oh, nice. We should go visit on our redo.
Okay. If it's still there.
Right.
Well,
if
if we're going today, it will still be open.
we're going opening second day.
Apparently. Okay. Anything else about Broken Spell?
No.
All
Lots
right.
of whiskey. And barrel aged. Barrel aged is all it says. Barrel aged.
Okay.
How do you pronounce this? Barrel aged smoked old fashioned. That is one drink. And then a barrel aged, you probably know because you know everything. Look at this one right here that my finger is by.
I know everything, huh?
Say that.
Boulevardier. It's like Boulevard, but mixed with Cavalier.
It's
Boulevardier.
Boulevardier. Boulevardier.
Like Cavassier.
I like the Boulevardier.
Yeah. That sounds good.
That's how you sound. If you're going to it, that's how you sound like you belong.
And you have to have your pinky up.
Please bring me a Boulevardier.
So fireworks now are every day?
Well,
now?
they will be for Christmas.
For Christmas time. So starting November 15th, fireworks every night. And then Phantasmic is still weekends only, but will be playing every night during Thanksgiving week. So, and probably during Christmas week.
Here's the thing. So as I've been planning trips for people that are going soon, and I've been looking at things, trying to plan out days, I have a family that's going the week of, the same week that you're there. And when we were looking, when I look at like planning days, I always look at early entry, entertainment in the evening, things like that. So I try to help my clients plan the perfect whatever. That's what we do as travel planners, guys. That's why we're worth our weight in gold. Anyway, I was looking at some stuff for this family that's going, and fireworks are every day then. But I would have thought it would have just been Thanksgiving week only. But the week of the 14th, they're every day, whatever week that is.
The fireworks?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Probably because holiday season's just starting on the 15th.
Yeah, but
So
it's still school days, which is usually what you can kind of plan around when
Right.
it comes to Anaheim.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was a little like, Did they mess up in the on the website? Have they screwed up the daily calendar? Also, the parade wasn't on the calendar. I wonder if it is now that they've released some of the parade dining packages.
Maybe.
Or that they are going to.
Really?
I need to look at it again.
Yes, and really the bottom line is if you have a trip coming up, just check the app. That's going to be your most useful information for what's going on while you're there.
While you're there. And if you want to know ahead of time, the website is better. So go on your laptop or whatever, and you can look at the calendar usually about 45 days out,
right,
and see what the entertainment schedule is. And that's where I saw fireworks. But I'm kind of curious. I need to do a little more research on it.
Yes, and I always think it's super confusing because dining drops at 60 days out, which is more than 45 days out, right? And so sometimes they'll have dining available for things 60 days in advance, and that kind of gives you a clue about what's going to be on the calendar. And then sometimes they wait longer to drop that dining.
Which lately
for the,
I feel like is what has been happening.
So anyway, just keep an eye on that app. Oh, the medals for Disneyland Half Marathon weekend just got revealed yesterday.
When I saw them, my immediate thought was,
Katie's going to be sad.
I bet Katie is so upset because we already know
that I want to do the 5K. I still think I might try to do a charity bib for the 5K.
I feel like at some point you've got to transition from I still think I might to actually
doing it.
Yeah.
Right. It's my brain's too full right now.
So full.
But the 10K medal is cute too. Let's talk about him for a minute. The 5K is a baby Groot. He's running towards you.
It is the cutest
it's adorable.
medal I've ever seen in my life.
So cute. He looks so happy to be running. It's not my face.
If you are listening and you are doing the 5K and you have not yet seen the medals, congrats.
Go check it out.
It's so cute.
And then the 10K is Ahsoka, which I like Ahsoka, so that's a fun medal too.
It's not as cute.
No, it's not. She's too serious and tense right there, which is also not how I will be running the race.
It probably is, actually. It's probably exactly. You're going to be serious and intense because you're just trying to survive.
And
you're just thinking about how great it would have been to just do the 5K.
Week 2 of training started today, and oh my gosh, it's hard.
Hard. I'm sorry, but if you're going to do both, you're going to be so tired.
That's true.
But then Heath is going to do the 10K and the half marathon, and he's going to be like, Katie, you be quiet.
Luckily, he's nice to me and would not say that. The half marathon is a cute little adventure Mickey. He kind of looks like Indy. He's dressed up like Indy, and he's running. And then the Dumbo Double Dare.
Which I thought that one's kind of cute, too. I like the crown shape.
Yeah. The Dumbo Double Dare is a crown, which kind of matches the Dumbo ride. They have crowns up around, right? Like circus.
I don't know. That's what I was kind of trying to decide. Is it more of like a circus big top?
I think it's probably
thing?
more of like a circus thing.
Like a big top?
Like Dumbo.
But it looks like a crown.
But then it's got the...
Maybe like a jester.
Sure. Yeah. A couple of the mountains and the castle and the fun wheel in the background. So it's a cute medal too.
Which geographically does not make any sense.
I'm trying to see what else is it Carthay Circle?
Oh, that doesn't make any sense either. None of these things are geographically near each other.
There we go. Hang on.
Who designed this?
It is Carthay Circle. So it's maybe Space Mountain.
Is it the Weenies?
The castle. But the castle does not look like the Disneyland castle. It's not any castle that I recognize.
I mean...
It's too tall to be the Disneyland castle.
I think that almost looks like... Yeah, that looks like the Disneyland castle on the Disneyland app. I think that's the Disneyland castle. I think it is. I think maybe it's just maybe it's an interpretation. And yes, the Fun Wheel and Carthay Circle. The Weenies.
The Weenies.
Oh, that's fun. I am not a runner.
Me neither.
Okay. Is that it for like news?
Yeah, I'm just looking at refurbs coming up really fast to make sure we haven't missed anything.
Big Thunder is going down at Walt Disney World for a year. That's a big one, and people are losing their minds.
That's as long as the intersection by my house is going to be closed. We will all be on a countdown.
Which, let me tell you how that works out for us. Katie and I, how far apart do we live? 2.5 miles?
Maybe, if that.
And it's usually like a 6-minute drive from my house to Katie's house. Nope, not anymore, because they shut down the intersection for a freaking year. And I have to drive all the way, 3 extra miles out of the way to get to your house? It's stupid.
So Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland actually is closing for a little bit.
But not for a year.
Right. And it will be just after, I think the 18th maybe of November, just after I leave.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yes. And then Small World obviously is closed now, and it's not just the Christmas overlay they're putting on. It's an extended refurbishment, but that will open on November 15th.
Mm-hmm.
The Disneyland Railroad is reopening. World of Color 1 starts back up this week.
Oh, that's right, on the 25th.
Yes, on
we
Friday.
We forgot to mention that.
Yes,
Thank you.
the perfect day.
The perfect day at Disneyland. Lucky all of you. How does it feel to be Walt's favorites?
Yes, and then the Critter Country Bayou mashup will all be opening also
on the 13th.
The 13th of November. Also, on November 13th, just something to note, Disneyland will be closing early that day at 7 p.m. for some kind of event. We're not totally sure what it is.
The Lego store, which I don't think we brought this up, the Lego store in downtown Disney is closed currently. It reopens December 1st, so that's good, exciting news. And we don't have a reopening date for Big Thunder, so it might be a year. We don't know.
Yeah, could be.
The calendar goes out to December 3rd currently, and it's on the refurb calendar. And again, I know some of you listening to this are going when it's closed, and it's your very favorite attraction. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of the bad news. It just is how it goes.
Sorry about it.
Listen to this quick ad, and then come back so we can complain.
We're going to get our grumpy pants on.
Mm-hmm. Hey Disney fans, exciting news! Disneyland packages for 2025 are now available through Mouse World Travel.
You heard that right. Start planning your dream Disneyland getaway now and be among the first to experience the magic of Disney in 2025.
Imagine walking down Main Street, USA, enjoying enchanting parades and meeting your favorite characters. With our expert team, you'll get exclusive deals, personalized itineraries, and stress-free planning for your magical vacation.
Don't wait. Book your 2025 Disneyland adventure today. Visit mouseworldtravel.com and let them know the girls from Ropedrop and Parkhop sent you. And for a limited time through November 15th, you can get a gift card when you book your qualifying hotel and ticket package through Mouse World Travel.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for adults with migraine with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents, on average, 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Ask your doctor and visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
The holiday season officially starts when you get that first card in the mail. Shutterfly makes it easy to add more meaning to the everyday with hundreds of holiday card designs that can be personalized in seconds with your favorite photos from this year. Select your greeting, customize the color, and even add little extras like personalized foil to make a holiday card that really shines. Enjoy 40% off with code SMILE40 at Shutterfly.com and send something meaningful this year. See site for more details.
Katie, I feel like we shoulder a tiny bit of the blame here.
Yeah, we asked for this.
Kind of. This is not what we meant when we asked for something similar to Universal's Express Pass. This was not what we meant, Disney. We asked for this, but not quite what we asked for, guys. Okay, so we're going to talk to you guys a little bit today about the new Lightning Lane Premier Pass that was just announced. Of course, last Wednesday, the day after we recorded, I got a bunch of messages. Did you guys record yesterday? Of course we did. The answer is always yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. The answer is always yes. If there's a big announcement, we have already recorded. Thanks for that.
Yep, that's what we do. We summon it with our recording.
Speak it into existence.
So, guys, Disney's listening to us, and we're sorry. This is not what we asked for.
No.
This is not
at all.
it.
Okay, so we've lamented long time that we wish Disney would do something along the lines of Universal Studios Express Pass, where you can just walk up to the attraction, scan your key to your room or your ticket, and hop in the express lane and not have to schedule everything and not have to be on your phone. So Disney has offered the Lightning Lane Premier Pass.
And when they say premiere, it's premiere in like all caps. Premiere.
And bold.
Yes.
And italics.
Right.
And Comic Sans. Okay, so it starts on October 23rd. So when we're recording this, yes, we're going to start with Disneyland. While we're recording this, that is tomorrow. For everyone listening on Friday, it started Wednesday.
Right.
There is a limited availability. To me, it feels like they're testing it.
Yes. Well, they did kind of say it was like a beta or whatever.
Right. In fact, that's the verbiage right here. Beginning October 23rd, 2024 at the Disneyland Resort, we will begin piloting the rollout of Lightning Lane Premier Pass with very limited quantities available. Okay, here's a funny story. Have you ever met somebody who maybe is training to run a 10K and who's like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it.
Or I'm not going to try hard.
I'm not going to try really hard because they're already afraid that they're going to fail. And so they set themselves up for the failure so that when they fail, it looks like they planned to fail. Okay, that's what I feel like is happening here. They're offering it in very limited quantities so that when it goes poorly, they can say, we kind of thought it might not be a great idea, but we were just testing it a little bit. That's what I feel like is happening.
Which feels, it's icky, right? Because if they're testing out what the limits of what people will pay for it is, that's icky to me. That's
right. And also, this is above the limit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's above the limit.
Yes.
Which we'll get to the payment in just a second. But what is Lightning Lane Premier Pass? It is basically the ability to walk up to each attraction that offers Lightning Lane and get right on.
It's Express Pass, but not unlimited. That's
not
the thing.
Unlimited.
That's the thing that's kind of hard for me to swallow with the price point.
Which Universal offers both. Universal offers a basic Express Pass that allows you one skip and an unlimited Express Pass, which allows you to skip the line for the same attraction over and over and over. Disney is only offering it one time per attraction per day. Now,
and this is a by day of only thing. You cannot add it to a package in advance currently.
Correct.
I'm curious if they will change their tune on that.
Yeah.
After the pilot program is over.
Me too. And here's a question. Is it just, which we'll talk more about Walt Disney World in just a minute, but is it just at Walt Disney World where you can purchase it in advance? No, that's wrong. Lightning Lane Premier Passes can be purchased via the Disneyland app up to 2 days in advance of your park visit starting at 7 a.m. Pacific time.
It cannot be added to packages in advance, but you can add it in advance of your trip, if that makes sense. I guess unless you book your package 2 days in advance, but you're not adding it to the package.
So 2 days in advance at 7 a.m. Pacific time, you can, and again, they're saying in parentheses, subject to very limited availability. At 7 a.m., 2 days prior to your park day, you can purchase this if you so desire.
Right.
Okay, so basically you walk up to each attraction. Okay, the perks. There are perks, right?
We'll start with the positive.
Right. You can come into the park and you could hit every single Lightning Lane attraction, bang, 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 bang. Like that could just be your entire day. If you are coming and you are unlimited time and money is not an object for you, there are better ways to do it. But with Lightning Lane Premier Pass, I mean, you could start at Space Mountain and then get off and go do Autopia and then get off and go do Matterhorn and then get off and go do Small World and like work your way around the park and really hammer everything out pretty easily and pretty quickly.
And then hop over to DCA and get all of DCA done all at once.
Because Disneyland includes park hopping.
Right.
Which we'll talk more about Walt Disney World in a minute. But Disneyland includes park hopping. So for the low price of coming soon, you get both parks.
Right. It also includes PhotoPass, correct? So you get your digital downloads for any pictures taken with PhotoPass photographers plus ride photos. It also includes individual Lightning Lanes. So the Radiator Springs Racers and the Rise of the Resistance both will be included, and you don't have to purchase those individual Lightning Lanes separately.
Correct. So, again, bounce around the park, get all of those Lightning Lane attractions done.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The ghost just fell.
Thank goodness our soundboard
thudded.
didn't go out. So there are perks, right? It's great. If you want to just focus on getting rides done, it's great. And you could easily get everything done in a day at both parks using Lightning Lane MultiPass.
So if this starts on October 23rd, does that mean it's available to purchase yesterday?
Yesterday. I don't know.
I haven't heard any chatter about it.
Well, I haven't
Nobody's
either.
buying it.
It's like a
what do
ghost
you
town.
know?
Let's see. And it says in the Disneyland app, let me look.
Or does that mean that sales start the 23rd for people to be able to, like if you're going on the 23rd, you'd have to buy a day of?
Maybe. But I am logged in as a client who is currently there and who will be there in 2 days. And so I'm looking to see
if there
eligible. Is an availability for them to purchase it. Let me look. I do not see anything in the app right now. So I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll have to check tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be intense if they're releasing tomorrow, the next day, and the next day all at once. But I don't see anything in here. I've looked under Lightning Lanes. I actually searched Lightning Lane Premier Pass, and nothing came up with it. Purchase Lightning Lane passes. Let me see here if I have that availability. I don't. They have a Lightning Lane already purchased with their tickets. And in the, like when I search and look up Lightning Lane and it gives me all of the information about Lightning Lanes, Lightning Lane Premier Pass is not even anything listed in those options. Like there's not even information on the app about it yet. So I'm curious to see what happens tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to get on the app and see, because again, I'm able to kind of see since I have somebody there. So I will get on the app and I will see what it looks like, and maybe I'll try to share that on Instagram. So if you have questions or if you need to remind me that I promised I would do that, just let me know in Instagram. So
yeah, it's not clear.
It's not clear.
Starting at 7 a.m. Pacific time is really the bottom line there.
2 days before.
2 days before. I mean, theoretically, you could buy a day of if there are still some available.
Right. But again, very limited availability.
And this is only through December 31st, this pilot program, just FYI.
We're going to see how it goes for 2 months.
Although they do already have like a set price for 2025. Like they already know they're going to keep it around.
Yeah. Okay, so some of the tips that they offer for using your Lightning Lane pass: start your day early, which we always say that anyway. And let's talk about, when we're done talking about this, we'll talk about if we feel like you need it or not. And then, of course, visit both days. They want you to use the Park Hopper benefit since you are going to have Park Hopper availability with your Lightning Lane Premier Pass. They want you to purchase Park Hoppers so that you get the full benefit, right? How much is it, you ask? Well,
if you're one of the lucky ones in the pilot program
that gets into that very limited access, between now and, tomorrow and December 31st, it is $400 per person per day.
So your family of 5 is dropping $2,000 to be able to go on all the rides without looking at your app. And this is not front of the line access. This is in the Lightning Lane access.
And it does not include your park ticket. Park admission is separate.
You're not getting any free snacks for $2,000. You're not getting early entry. You are not getting a VIP tour guide with you.
This is what I feel like is happening in the Disney boardroom. They're smoking something, first of all. And all of these ideas sound good. And there's no accountability. But secondly, I just feel like now they're messing with us. Like now, and it's kind of almost exactly what you said a second ago.
They're testing the fences. They're
what
velociraptors.
Yeah.
They really are.
And like,
dear Disney, don't be a velociraptor.
That's Universal's thing. Let them keep it. It's okay. Our text messages the morning that they announced it, I texted Katie and I was like, have you heard about it yet? And she's like, yes. I said, did you see the price? And she said no. And I sent her the price. And then I just put a bunch of laughing emojis. Because honestly,
that's all we can do is laugh at this point.
Like, I laughed.
And guys, I mean, we may eat our words. There may be enough people out there that think this is an amazing idea. And Disney's like, yes, we've done it. And they applaud themselves and pat themselves on the back. And then
offer
continue
another
forward.
Stupid, expensive thing. Okay, so do we need it? No. Do you need it? No. You can get by with regular Lightning Lane if you know what you're doing.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this. There are hacks to Lightning Lanes. If you do a little bit of research, or you book with a travel planner who knows some of the hacks.
Or you join our Patreon.
We
talk about some tricks in there.
There are hacks to using Lightning Lanes and having them be super efficient. There is some system work that you have to do.
Sure.
It's not just going in blindly and hoping for the best. So no, you can totally use. You can honestly. We've done the Gumball Rally where you're not allowed to use lightning lanes, and we've done what 26, 24 attractions in a day.
And then not even a full day either, because we have to be done by 6 on those days. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need anything extra. You don't need it. You have to, of course, pack your patience pants and plan on standing in line a little bit here and there. But you don't need it. Do you need a $400 pass that lets you bounce from attraction to attraction? Absolutely not.
No. But it's there for those people that would like it and can afford it.
Right.
And
prioritize, efficiency over whatever.
And, maybe you were planning on doing a lightsaber and a droid or Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and you decide to forego that for this experience one day. I think it sounds amazing to be able to just walk around without being on your phone and get on rides.
Right.
So,
Which is what we were hoping for.
Yes. So, it's totally going to be a family by family decision,
Of
right?
course. The price point is just a little
It's very steep.
Yes. Second part of that, though, is if you feel like this is reasonable, if you feel like this is something that would work for you, please reach out to us and we will find you some friends and you can do a VIP tour because this is VIP tour pricing.
Yes. Yep. Depending on the size of your family, for sure, you're getting up there into VIP, which comes with a lot of extra perks that you're not getting with Premier Pass.
Yeah. And I mean, we've had Philander on the on an episode before. And he's a joy, right?
Yes.
And we've taken a VIP tour. You've been on a couple. We haven't ever done one at Disneyland. Have you?
No.
Oh, we need to. Philander,
I'd love to.
We're coming for you. but you get the expertise of your VIP tour guide. You get snacks and treats. I wonder, at Disneyland, do they transport you?
No, you don't need
walk?
to be transported.
Well, isn't there some way to put you down in that little thing that you guys ran through, that little tunnel? I would do that. I would do that just for, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
If you could just get in a little something.
Sure, a little golf cart.
Yeah, and cruise on over to the other park without having to walk through the Esplanade with all of the peasants.
Right. No,
Oh.
I don't think that's how it works, but good idea. Dear
They
Disney.
do that. They do that for 21 Royal.
Yes.
You are picked up at the Grand Californian and you are shuttled in.
Yes.
Somewhere.
Through the utilidors or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But past the jail.
I have a client who just booked a trip and she said that for her 50th birthday, she wants to do 21 Royal with some friends. And she said it's a few years out. And I was like, you just keep my number
That's right.
in your back pocket.
Please send her a birthday card every
Right,
year just to
every
remind
year.
her with a little P.S. at the end. P.S. Looking forward to 21 Royal for you and your closest friends.
I'm going to make sure she gets a couple churros while she's on her trip. Courtesy of her bestie, Erin.
The other benefit of a VIP tour is you're getting on rides that don't have lightning lanes.
Right.
So front of the line. So like Peter Pan, maybe.
Right.
And Alice in Wonderland, maybe.
Right.
So
all of Fantasyland.
there's another perk, yes.
And so, this is really the Premier Pass is limited to Lightning Lane only.
But, I mean, there is definitely a clientele out there for this. I know a lot of people are down on it, but there are some people that don't want a VIP tour guide, right? They want to be able to just walk around on their own and do their own thing and not. But I don't know who those people are. They're not my friends.
Why wouldn't you want a plaid?
Right?
Why wouldn't you want people staring at you as you walk past trying to decide, are they rich or are they famous?
Rich or famous.
Or just lucky.
Rich or famous or friends of.
Or just
adjacent. What do we call it? Famous adjacent?
Famous adjacent,
yes.
which we talk like movie producers and things like that.
Yes.
Or, just lucky. Or pulled a group of friends together and decided to all split it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be rich to do that. But but I just feel like if you're spending this much money anyway, you're in VIP tour territory and you could pull together. And there are groups. In fact, I was thinking we should do this. There are groups. Maybe we'll do this in our rope dropping and park hopping Facebook group. We'll just have an ongoing thread for people who are going who might be interested in something like that to team up with other people.
Yeah, if you're going to be there at the same time.
Yeah,
might as well
because
pool your resources.
There are groups on Facebook that's their sole purpose is pulling together VIP tour groups. And I mean, you end up going with strangers, but when you're going on a VIP tour, especially to Disneyland,
nobody's
specifically,
strangers in our group though. We're
it's
all
true.
friends.
It's true. Our new friend Elizabeth, who we met at we like to call it the John Williams Umbrella Show,
yes.
but we also like to call it Fire of the Rising Moons back in Galaxy's Edge. She's on our rope dropping and park hopping page now. And she's so cute. She asked a question the other day and she started off with, please don't come after me like some of the other groups. And I was like,
makes me so sad.
I know.
But also glad that our group is great. Yes.
It's very small. It's very close-knit. Everyone is friendly and everyone is helpful.
Yes, we love it.
Thank you.
But join our group, rope dropping and park hopping.
plug. TM. And also, let's get some VIP tour groups going.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's fun. Okay. Shall we switch coasts?
Sure.
And talk about Disney World because it's a little bit different over there. Of course it is.
Of course,
because why would we have continuity?
No,
that's
we can't
not
have
allowed.
Everything be the same.
In Disney World, the rollout for the pilot program begins on October 30th, which I think means starting October 23rd is when people can buy 7 days in advance of their trip.
And they can buy it 7 days in advance there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
So just like regular Lightning Lane, multi-pass, and single pass, those are also 7 days in advance of everyone's trips.
Okay.
No park hopping included with this Premier Pass.
Which, here's my question on that. And we can talk about this more as we get into it a little bit. Park hopping is not included, right? So you pay a fee per park. So let's say you purchase for Magic Kingdom, and we'll talk about pricing here in just a second. Can you also purchase for Hollywood Studios? So hopping is not included in the price that you pay for Magic Kingdom, but can you later that day head over to Hollywood Studios and pay the second price
for
Hollywood Studios?
Or 7 days in advance, can you buy both?
For
one day. Right. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Or all four if you are wanting to just cruise through all four parks.
Can you imagine? Please just do a VIP tour in that case. That's
real.
crazy.
And that one, they do have transportation. I can guarantee that.
Yes, for sure.
You do get on a little shuttle, and there are little backstage treats.
Yep. But not with Premier Pass. Premier Pass, you got to hustle your buns over on a bus.
Yes, you do. And you don't
parks.
get front of the line on the bus.
No.
Oh, that should be included. You should get a minivan.
Yeah. No.
No. They wouldn't do that.
And then photo perks for this one are not the same as at Disneyland either, as it only includes your ride photos.
Not your photo pass.
Nope.
Okay, do you want to hear the thing that I hate?
Oh, wait, you do get photo pass lenses, though.
Oh, that's exciting.
You're welcome.
Do you want to hear the thing I hate the most about Walt Disney World?
Tell me.
You haven't even gotten to it yet. Maybe you're coming to it. Guys?
Oh.
You ready for this?
Yes.
You can't buy it. You can't buy Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Walt Disney World unless you are staying at a deluxe hotel. So at Universal, it's included with deluxe hotels. The Express
But anybody
Pass
can buy
Unlimited.
it if they're not.
Anybody can buy it who's not staying. And then if you are staying at a deluxe hotel, it's included with your stay. At Walt Disney World, in order for you to even think about spending the money on this,
To even have the privilege of logging in 7 days before and dropping this cash.
you have to be staying at a deluxe resort. You
Yep.
have to be staying at Yacht or Beach or Boardwalk or Contemporary or Poly or Wilderness Lodge. Is that it?
Oh, I don't know.
No, Saratoga Springs and the Oak Ridge Boys. What's the
Oak Ridge Boys.
what's the other one called? Saratoga Springs and the other one.
Not Old Key West.
Yes, Old Key West. That was it.
Yeah, so basically the DVC properties plus
The DVC
some deluxe
villas
resorts.
or deluxe villas, yes.
Yeah.
Or deluxe villas or deluxe resorts.
Right.
So you're staying at Caribbean Beach. Too bad, no Premier Pass for you. You're staying at All Stars. You can't even afford Premier Pass. Just kidding.
This makes it tricky for bigger families traveling together that are not staying at the same resort, right? Because if you're staying at a deluxe resort and Cousin Eddie is staying at Caribbean Beach, you cannot buy Premier Pass for him.
First of all,
he will not be able to join you.
Cousin Eddie is staying at a campground. He is staying at Fort Wilderness
In his
in
RV.
his RV.
Yep.
He's
Yes,
going to
he
come
is.
to the hotel and see if he can dump anything there.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, he can't get it to begin with. That part to me is wild. Wild.
That you don't even have the opportunity to purchase it unless you're at a deluxe resort.
Unless you're fancy pants.
Let's talk about pricing now. A little bit cheaper than at Disneyland.
But it's only for one park.
Depending on which park you're going to. So
Right.
it's very varied. $129 per person per day to $449 per person per day. The $129 is going to apply to Animal Kingdom. $449 is going to be for Magic Kingdom, and then Epcot and Hollywood Studios are somewhere in between.
Do they include at Walt Disney World? Do they also include the individual lightning lanes?
Yes.
So it includes Cosmic Rewind.
Yes.
It includes Tron. It includes Flight of Passage.
Mm-hmm. I love in these FAQs it says, "Are standby lines still an option?"
Absolutely not.
Yes.
They are not an option. Okay, so my beef. Here are my beefs. Number one, the deluxe resort thing at Walt Disney World. Overall, one of my beefs is that it's not unlimited. It's stupid. Why should I not be able to go and ride Big Thunder Mountain 7 times in a row if I want to when I'm forking out $400 a person? That's ridiculous.
Yep. Also at Disney World, I feel like it should include all your PhotoPass photos.
Which why
it does not.
It?
I don't know. Because Memory Maker is more expensive than... Well, I don't know. Memory Maker has never been an included thing in anything. You've always had to purchase that separately.
Right.
Whereas at Disneyland, if you did...
I'm surprised that...
Lightning Lane Multipass you get.
I'm surprised they haven't ripped that away from us yet.
I know.
They've taken everything we love. They're like Shonda Rhimes. They've killed everything that we've loved.
They're like Costco, if you're my kids.
Or Trader Joe's.
Every time we feel like we go to Costco, they take another thing away that we love.
Yep, Trader Joe's too. You fall in love with something, it will for sure be discontinued. I'm over it.
Why do we continue to go to these places?
It's a great question. It's an addiction. I feel like sometimes I'm in a Stockholm Syndrome relationship with Disney.
And Costco and Trader Joe's.
Yeah, all of them. But I feel that sometimes. Like, I think to myself, on paper, Disney, you're really bugging me.
Yeah.
But in real life, my veins crave it. So I'm just like, I need a redo of that trip I just did, even though I don't know.
I mean, they're not making us buy this, right?
No,
it's still optional.
absolutely not.
And I don't.
And it doesn't. There's been a lot of people who have asked the question: does it replace? It doesn't replace anything.
No, it's an additional. But I'm curious to see if it will affect lines at all for the regular, Lightning Lane Multipass holders.
Which my initial thought with that is no. I don't think enough
so
people
either.
are going to be buying this.
I think it'll be like the amount of people that do VIP tours, right?
Right.
So it'll be that same.
A very limited number of people. I mean, it says it has very limited availability. So there's a very limited number of people doing this.
It's limited to the number of people that are willing to pay $400 per day per person.
It's crazy. It's crazy talk. Okay, I think that's really it. That's the crux.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the FAQ. It's asking if you can modify it. Oh, I see. When you buy it in advance, you are able to modify which park you're using it at Disney
that's
World.
Cool. So okay, that's cool. I mean,
subject to availability. That's if Magic Kingdom hasn't already sold out.
Limited
Premier
availability.
passes.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's the new Lightning Lane Premier Pass breakdown for you. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to us. If you're not following us over on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop, follow us. Share us with your friends.
Make sure you go leave us a rating and a review. We love them so much. We will maybe catch up sometime. Maybe not. 2 years.
Not. Also, join us on our Patreon.
Yes.
And our Facebook group, Rope Dropping and Park Hopping. You can come answer Elizabeth's question. Nicely, of course. Don't
be nice
be rude.
to Elizabeth.
Be nice to Elizabeth.
She's the best.
She is the best.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.